Hello beautifuls and welcome to another video where I'm going to color page from one of my coloring books that I have. A little intro before I am going to tell you a little bit of the coloring process. This video is different from the last videos that I post because I'm trying to make a voice over it, not just using beautiful sounds and relaxing sounds as I put on the last videos of the coloring pages. And I'm going to tell you a little bit of this page. So it took me about 1 hour and I think 10 minutes to color it, and I was able to finish it in about 3 days. This is day one. So as you can see, I started with the girl with her skin. I added some shadows and then I just get into all the flowers. I'm trying to make some shadows and some details on every petals that I color. After I finished all the color flowers, I get back to the girl, to the dress, and I just used 3 colors in different shapes. So I choose greens, yellows, oranges, and the pinks and purples in that pinks. So yeah, I'm creating her hair, her dress, and also adding some more details to the elements. And that's it for the first day. Next day, I continued with the leaves. So I just selected the same colors. I saved them in pencil case so I can reuse them the same colors. And now I'm coloring the leaves using only greens, light greens, and darker greens. So I chose only this palette of colors and I wanted to stick with it. I think I stick with it until the end, but I switch a little bit on the background. You are going to see in the end. So after I finished all the leaves and the details on them, I then moved to the pots. And I am trying to add shadows. I'm trying to add also pinks into the green leaves, and I also am trying to create them a little bit whimsical, a little bit different, not just one color on the leaf, and that's it. The process is extremely relaxing, so I highly encourage you to try coloring. And also coloring has a lot of benefits. I'm not going to tell you in this video about them, but believe me, there are plenty of benefits if you are trying to do this in some days maybe. So I moved to the boat and I'm trying to remain in the same colors: greens, yellows, oranges, and pinks and purples, and adding shadows and some details. And this is day two. And after I finished the pots, I finished with this coloring for the moment. Next day, after I added a little more elements, I started coloring the elements that are on the wall, adding some colors. And because it feels like the girl and the tables, it's in the air, I created the background. So I added, you are going to see now, the floor, and I created the floor and then the background so it can feel like she is in a room. When you color, there are actually no rules. You can use whatever color you want. You can pick only a palette of colors, and this is pretty interesting to pick only a few colors that you have to work with them, because it takes you a little bit out of the comfort zone and it makes you think how to bring some elements that you want in perspective. It's a little bit challenging, but kind of fun. So as you can see, I bring two new color, brown and gray, because I wanted like the girl and the table and the flowers to stay in the focus, and There were already too much pinks and greens on the floor, so yeah, that's why I bring the gray. And now I created the background. I created it like a wallpaper, and this was kind of fun, and I really loved the end result. I use a roller to make straight lines and added some lights, and that's the last element that I added, lights, and I finished this one and I really like it. So let me know in the comments if you are in the coloring page, and hope you enjoyed this video. Have an amazing day and don't forget to smile. Kisses!